Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Nightmare Melee deck. Now this deck might be a little bit controversial. I'm going to explain exactly why I chose this deck. I already do have my SWAT for Holly. I have SWATs for other characters, and I've done them. I have now 3 complete characters within the last week, and I'm halfway done on half of the other characters. But we're going to get right into the build. So the combat knife is actually extremely powerful. And unless you got like at least 1 weapon scavenger or 2 weapon scavengers in your team, it can be a while before you find a hatchet or a axe. And even while having the hatchet or the axe, if you're doing the glitch, you can potentially lose it. And I know a lot of people are doing that. The combat knife is just the awesome way to start and do immense damage. It puts out more damage than an epic machete. And if you're doing the glitch currently, if you do lose your melee weapon, at least you'll start with the combat knife. Second reason is you can just spin on crushers. Now if you played Dark Souls, you already know what I mean. You played any game where you have to dodge big dudes and just stay out of their hitbox. You can spin and kill the crusher 10 out of 10 times. It's so easy for me. If you're struggling with it, I don't know what to tell you. You can do it. So another thing is you can't really go and melee a lot of big dudes. You're gonna have to fight a little bit, regardless of whatever build you do with melee at the first 5 cards. You're going to only be holding down rooms and occasionally pushing through enemies. For that reason, I am taking Combat Knight first, Meth Head second, Battle Lust, Vanguard, Motorcycle Helmet, Body Armor, Face Your Fears as my first 7. Now, if you do happen to get a hatchet or an axe early, I do highly recommend going a little bit less on the damage and throwing Batter Up and Spiky Bits up in there. Now, these two are for, once again, if you do get that hatchet or the axe early, then go make that hatchet or the axe really good. And you can skip over Face Your Fears completely, just put on Vanguard, just put on Battle Lust, and be able to take those tall boys and big dudes out at the corner a little bit better. And rhythmic breathing is not absolutely needed. You could use adrenaline fueled as well. You could limit your melee, go a little bit more with the combat knife, but I really do like that 40% extra stamina, especially if you're going for SWATs that aren't on Holly. And if you are doing that, you're going to need rhythmic breathing, and you're going to need adrenaline fueled in like the 3 position, or at least the 2 position, even like somewhere up there. Or you just won't gain back enough stamina. And then we're going to go into Ignore the Pain and Sunder for the bosses. Now the last couple are a little bit late. It's if you fail and you're gaining cards. So then we have Berserker, Numb, and Durable. And really quickly, for everybody doing the glitch, here is my second deck for melee. And I'm going to be doing an update on all the top new found tricks and things you should know about the glitch, because we've actually perfected it. I've just been busy getting the SWATs lately, but I'm going to try to do that updated video with all the need to know information to help you have a better experience tomorrow. I'm not going to go through this list right here. I'm just leaving it up for a few seconds. So if you are doing the double melee build, here is the second deck for your melee build. And that is my Nightmare melee build. This is playable on Veteran. You might not need to go with the triple and then the 2 defense right off the bat. If you're playing on Veteran, you could easily add in a little bit of offense first. But when you're taking 10 damage per hit, yes, this is my opening, so I can actually effectively melee kill and not take an insane amount of damage off each kill and help my team out. And then later on, I can get that weapon and build into a melee build. It's a common strategy in Nightmare that you just try your best, and if you do fail a couple times, you get a couple more cards. You just gotta beat the mission eventually and then get to the next one, especially the first couple of an act can be rough. So, this is my Nightmare build for Holly, or actually my melee build for Nightmare, and it is playable on Veteran and not really for Recruit. For Recruit, you could have a lot more fun. Definitely don't need this, but it is playable. And if you're questioning it, try it out. It works. I hope that helps.